David Shearer.
I rise in support of the motion. The escalation of tensions in the Urkraine threatens the peace and security of Europe in a way not seen since the Balkan conflict. All countries need to work urgently to de-escalate the situation away from the brinkmanship that is leading us closer to conflict. Ukraine's territorial integrity must be preserved, and Russian forces should leave the country immediately. The prospect of a divided Ukraine is likely to lead to conflict and have disastrous knock-on effects right across Eastern Europe. We recognise the long-standing ties that Russia has with Ukraine and Crimea, but invading another country is absolutely contrary to international law. New Zealand has always been a strong advocate of international law that underpins a country's integrity and its sovereignty. And without these laws, small countries like our own would be at the whim of larger nations. These are important principles that we stand steadfastly by. Ukraine currently has an interim government. The way forward is for all countries to support its move to democratic elections so that a democratic Ukrainian government can decide its own future. It is essential, too, that the rights of ethnic Ukrainians and Russian minorities are protected wherever they may live. We are pleased that the Russian ambassador was told of New Zealand's opposition to Russia's military presence in the Urkraine. The withdrawal of Minister Tim Grosser from trade negotiations with Russia is also appropriate, though Tim Grosser's presence in Moscow at this time appears out of step with statements and actions of other countries. This is no time for business as usual, but a time to work for a democratic, unified and prosperous Ukraine. That is in the interests of everyone, both here and across the globe.
Good statement. Dr. Kennedy Graham.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. We have an old-fashioned crisis